Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best home telescopes. Starting at number 5. Orion StarBlast 6i IntelliScope. More and more telescopes are making use of computerized mounts for a fuss-free tour of the universe, and Orion StarBlast 6i IntelliScope is one such telescope and mount combination. The 5.91-inch reflector comes pre-assembled out of the box, while a simple star alignment process means that you're observing within minutes. The Orion StarBlast 6i IntelliScope makes use of a couple of high-resolution digital encoders, which help the skywatcher to locate and identify objects in the night sky. This portable telescope doesn't operate quite like your standard go-to, where the mount slews to the observer's chosen target. Instead, the user needs to manually push the tube and with the guidance of directional arrows on the supplied computerized object locator's backlit display. There are a little over 14,000 targets to explore, and we found that we were able to push the tube smoothly from one target to another. When it came to observing with the telescope, the optics stood up pretty well under a night sky tinged with a touch of light pollution. The rings of Saturn, the rugged surface of the Moon, and the atmospheric bands of Jupiter stood out particularly well, with no major optical distortion or defects visible. Observations through the field of view are pin-sharp, with a selection of wispy nebulas and bright galaxies such as the Pinwheel Galaxy and Ursa Major within reach of the modest aperture. Coming at number 4. Celestron PowerSeeker 127 EQ. This great package from Celestron features a 5-inch aperture telescope at a competitive price, making it perfect for those hunting for an instrument that allows the skywatcher to dabble in observing the solar system and deep sky targets without investing a great amount of money. The Celestron PowerSeeker 127 EQ comes with 2 eyepieces, a 20 and 4 which work with the optical system to produce magnifications of 50x and 250x. There's also a 3x Barlow lens for tripling the magnification on the eyepieces, though truth be told it really isn't needed. The maximum magnification that the telescope is able to achieve is 300x, so using the Barlow with the 4 eyepiece, for example, causes images to become blurred. With most budget telescopes, these accessories aren't of the highest quality, so it's recommended that you replace all these with your own selection of eyepieces and Barlow lenses, while being mindful of the PowerSeeker 127 EQ's optical limits. At number 3. Vaonis Stellina Observation Station. It's fair to say that if you're a beginner, you do not want to be spending precious time assembling your telescope when you could be using those moments for observing. A great beginner's telescope is one that's quick and easy to build and calibrate. The Vaonis Stellina is certainly that. This telescope is unlike anything else on the market. Its smart design means that it doesn't require the use of finder scopes and eyepieces, instead making use of a Sony CMOS and smartphone navigation to reveal views and images of the night sky. A free download of the Stellina app is included in the hefty price tag, along with an instruction manual. The database features 100 targets to explore. Given the wide-angle sights the Stellina offers, this telescope isn't ideal for studying the planets, although views are fair. Instead, it excels in providing images of bright deep sky targets and the surface of the Moon. Star clusters, select nebulas and galaxies are within easy reach through the optical system, and we are, in particular, blown away by views of the Andromeda Galaxy through this smart telescope. Number 2 of my list. Celestron StarSense Explorer LT114AZ. While a great telescope for beginners, the Celestron StarSense Explorer LT114 can be enjoyed by intermediate skywatchers, too, especially those who want to spend less time setting up and more time observing. Assembly takes less than 20 minutes. Built into this reflector is Celestron's StarSense technology, which provides an easy option for aligning the telescope and enables the onboard go-to system to work out which direction the instrument is pointing. To use the tech, All the Skywatcher needs to do is download the StarSense app and take a smartphone image through the eyepiece, and the app works out which stars are in the telescope's field of view to calculate the astronomer's orientation. Moving to Jupiter, we made use of the 10 eyepiece to view the gas giant. Views are clear, but you'll need a selection of eyepieces and filters in order to pick out the coloration of the atmospheric bands. The planet's largest moons are visible as clear, sharp points of light. Views of the Moon, Venus, and the Beehive cluster are also pleasing, with good clarity. And number 1. Orion GoScope 80 Tabletop. A decent-sized aperture and good quality optics for the price. The Orion GoScope 80 is set up to make astronomy easy for the beginner. You'll be able to get very good views of the planets and the moon, along with select bright deep sky targets, despite the narrow field of view. The Orion GoScope 80 also lacks slow motion controls, which makes fine-tuning and centering targets a bit of a hassle. Skywatchers have to resort to a point-and-aim method with the help of the EasyFinder 2 Reflex Red Dot Finder. Also in the box is Starry Night software to help you choose your targets and pinpoint them in the night sky. Free lifetime tech support through Orion, as well as 2 3-element 10 and 25 eyepieces. The supplied accessories offer magnifications of 35x and 17x. For a beginner's telescope, the sights were breathtaking and boast clarity and contrast. The surface of the moon and small views of Saturn are particular highlights, and no aggressive color fringing is evident around bright objects in the field of view. A pleasing find given that refractors are predisposed to chromatic aberration, which also supplied very good views of Jupiter and its largest moons, Ganymede, Europa, Callisto, and Io. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.